Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Gabester here. Today we're doing a Brawlers Guild guide for Tyson Sanders, who's the second boss in rank 8. And he is the chicken mastermind, a chicken connoisseur. He loves them poultries. He, pretty much ran the entire underground chicken trading ring for a long time. And because he went afoul of the law, Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. That's dumb. I won't do any more puns. Anyway, Tyson is quite easy to battle, actually. He has 3 main abilities. He'll just keep throwing out chickens, and the most common chicken that he throws out is the well-fed chickens. And these just pretty much will melee you when they spawn. They run up to you and smack on you for a bit. And you can kill them off if you want. They do around 20 to 25,000 damage on their white hits for most DPS players. But mostly that's the only damage that you should be taking throughout the fight. So you can just kind of ignore it and heal it as it comes out. The second most common chicken is the Electro Chicken. And these are a bit more dangerous, but also easily avoidable. Basically, when they spawn, they'll aggro on you and kind of come toward you. And if you're within melee range of them, they'll start to trigger their explosion, basically, which is a small little blue circle you might see on the screen every once in a while. And if you remain in that circle, you will take some explosion damage and get knocked to the air. It won't kill you outright, but it does a decent chunk of damage, so try to avoid those as you move around the arena. Pretty simple. Finally, the third chicken type is the explosive chicken. And these are the most rare type, and they are usually thrown pretty far away, and they move very slowly. However, they have rockets on their back, and if you get within melee range of explosive chicken, it will explode for 500,000 damage in a 5-yard radius around it, and potentially kill you, depending on your damage reductions and your health, of course. But for the most part, you do not want to get hit by these at all. So, strategically, this fight is pretty simple. Sanders just kind of runs around sporadically. He doesn't actually engage you directly. He just uses his throw chicken ability and then walks around the arena. So, as a ranged, it should be pretty easy to avoid pretty much everything except the well-fed who will run up to you. And a melee is only a little bit more difficult. The basic idea here is to be very aware of where the explosive chickens are and stay far away from them so you don't accidentally trigger one. Other than that, you're just blowing your DPS cooldowns and burning Tyson down as you weave in and out of the more dangerous chickens, namely the explosive and, to a lesser degree, the Electro Chickens. Now, I didn't really focus directly on attacking anything except Tyson. I just let my pet miscellaneous AE do some damage to the chickens, but for the most part, I also just retaliate when they get in melee range of me. But you could obviously AE them down if you want to clear the room a little bit, but it seemed like for the most part, because of Tyson's low health, you can just focus him down and avoid things. So, if you're melee, just weave in and out of melee range only when it's safe to do so, and make sure there's no explosive chicken nearby when you're inside. And then don't be afraid to step out of melee range for a bit. At 10.9 million health, you only have to do about 90,000 DPS over the 2 minutes to beat this guy. So it's not that severe of a DPS requirement. If you've managed to do Hexos prior to this, you'll have plenty of DPS for this fight as well. So that's it. Good luck, and thanks for watching.